Hello and welcome to wenll's Guide to DPSing Tortos as a hunter. So basically, this fight is really all about controlling the ads. There's rock falls he does, little blue circles on the ground throughout the fight. You just have to step out of those. See the run in front of me. He'll also cast a whole bunch of them sometimes, where he'll just cast a ton of them. So when he does that, you just run around. The main things he does though is he summons ads, so it's really all about ad control. So you can see he'll summon 3 turtles at a time. You just have to use concussive shot and frost traps and stuff like that to slow them, and DPS them down as quickly as possible. Once they are dead, they will turn to shells, and what you want to do is, once they are a shell, you just start, basically what you do is you click on them, and then while you're basically like creating this line of sight thing where you click on, like while you have them selected, you make sure that the shell is positioned between you and either the ads if you're shooting at the ads, or the tortoise if you're shooting at the tortoise, and then you click your extra action button to actually like knock it at the tortoise or ads. So basically it'll, depending on where you are, it'll go forward from wherever you are. So obviously you don't want to select it and be facing away from the boss, because it'll shoot away from the boss. As far as the vampire bats, whenever those spawn, you can add a /tar vamp to your MD macro to try and select them quicker and MD them all into the tank. And whenever the turtles are down, you just focus the bats whenever they're out. But pretty much priority is turtles, then bats, then boss. And that's pretty much the entire fight right there. You can use the turtle to stun the bats, if you have enough shells. And whenever he's about to cast sandstone breath, you also want to use it to interrupt the sandstone breath. Just be aware that they do have a travel time, so the farther they are from the boss, it'll take like a second or two to actually reach the boss and interrupt them. So just be aware that you might have to select the tortoise shell and actually cast it sooner rather than later if they're farther. But so you can see he does Quake Stomp, just kind of running around avoiding the blow stuff while DPSing the shells. Normally you want to try and place frost traps as well, either in the middle of the ground or at the very start where they spawn, in order to slow them there. But my raid was like, no, we'd rather not, so so just DPS those shells down, get them down, and then once all those shells are down, focus bats if bats are up, and then once the bats are dead as well, focus boss. And normally you'll actually, depending on if your raid wants you to or not, whenever the bats do come down, you'll actually want to use your MD to multi-shot all the bats onto the tank, which is what I do. But otherwise, just go ahead, attack the turtle shells, slow them, all that fun stuff. So it's all about controlling ads. You're just killing turtles, killing bats, and then dodging little blue circles on the ground whenever those appear. And personally, as far as dodging blue circles and stuff, personally I like to stay along the sides because I notice they actually tend to go more in the middle. So if you're along the sides, you'll actually see fewer blue circles you have to dodge normally. And yeah, I forgot to mention, but you want to also make sure while you're DPSing the turtles and everything, you're also dodging the turtle shells, because if they hit you while they're spinning around like that, they will do a little bit of damage and knock you in the air, which normally isn't too bad for me. Normally, I just whenever that happens, I'll just do a quick disengage and heal most of that back. So. But that's pretty much the entire encounter. Just slowing and killing the turtles, MDing the vampire bats onto the tank, and making sure whenever all of those are dead, you focus on the Tortos. And then, depending on if your raid wants you to or not, normally I like to, but they actually told me not to. Also try and like place frost traps and stuff down so that you can further help slow the ads. I think originally on my first kill, I was placing them at the spawn point for the turtles so that as soon as they came out, they'd be slowed, just to help out a little. But it's up to your raid, whatever. So. Alright, so hope this guide is helpful, and thanks for watching.